Good morning, students. Be home, be safe. Myself, Aruna Mishra. Welcome back to the new video of our body, that is part 2. Before starting with the internal organ, take a short recap for external organ, which we have studied in the previous video. Let's go to take a short recap.
As we know, in the previous video, we have studied about our body. Our body have two parts. One is external part and the next one is internal part. We should take a short recap on external organs. Points we studied for external organs are name of the body parts, body parts. Head, hair, chest, neck, chin, mouth, neck, elbow, hand, finger, stomach, wrist, arm, leg, toe, heel. These are all the parts of our body, external parts of our body. This thing we have studied in the previous video. Now, next, how our body, external body parts help us. For example, our back. Our back helps us to stand straight, to bend forward or to bend backward. Then next comes is leg. Leg help us to run, to walk, to jump. Next we studied that was sensory organs. How many sensory organs do we have? We have 5 sensory organs and they help us in different ways. For example, eyes. Eyes help us to see. Next is nose. Nose help us to smell. Third is tongue. Tongue help us to taste. Fourth, ear. Ear help us to hear, means to listen. Fifth and the last one is the skin, which help us to feel or to sense. Now, growing older. How we grow old? First we were babies. Then baby girl become a girl and baby boy become a boy. As soon as they grow more older, they become women and men. A girl become woman, a boy become men. Next, they grow more older, they become old women and old men. Men become old men, women become old women. Now, let's start with the next part of internal organs. So, we are going to start with internal organs, which are present inside our body. As we know, all internal organs, there are many organs like lungs, kidney, heart. These are all internal organs. But today we are going to study about bone and muscles. So today we are going to study about only for bones and muscles. As you should know, bone and muscles are the two internal organs that one is hard to touch and the next one is soft to touch. Means in this both organ, one organ is hard to touch and the other organ is soft to touch. Why is it so? So, one question comes to my mind that what is internal organs? Let's see the answer for this. We cannot see some of our organs that are inside our body. They are called internal organs. Take a look on this picture and you will come to know What are internal organs? Internal organs are brain, heart, stomach, bones, joints, and your muscles are the internal organs. And we are going to study about bone and muscles. Very good. So examples are bone and muscles. Let's take a look for bone. Now we will take a look for bone. I think you all are interested in bones. Yes? Yes. You should study. Now let's take a look. As I told you, we are going to study two internal organs. One is hard and other is soft. So the first internal organ we are going to study, that is hard, means bones are hard to touch. The first point for bone is bones are hard to touch. For example, take your wrist, hold your wrist. You will feel it is hard. Why it is hard? Because you have bone over there. Okay. Now, total we have 206 bone in an adult. But if you are children, then you will have 300 bones. As you all grow up, some of your bones get joined and it becomes 206 bones. See, children's and adult. Children is having 300 bones and adults are having 206 bone. How it becomes 206? Some of the bone gets joined and it becomes 206 bones. Yes. Now let's move further. We'll see that our body gets support and shape because of bone. Because the bone is present in our body, we get shape and support to our body. Now, if you don't take care of your body, you will become sick. Yes. So, in the same way, you have to take care of your bones too. Everyone knows how to ride bicycle and scooter. If you all fall from bike or scooter or bicycle, what would happen? Yes, you may get hurt or your bones can break. So, to prevent or to avoid that, you should wear helmet, your knee pad and your wrist pad to protect your knees from breaking when you fall from bicycle or from scooter. See what it is written. It is necessary to protect one's bone by wearing the helmet, wrist pad. Which one is helmet? This one. Helmet, wrist pad, knee pad and then your wrist pad when you ride a bicycle or scooty. If you are riding this too, so you should compulsory wear helmet, knee pad and your wrist pad. Okay. Now, next move further how to make your bones strong. Now, let us study how to make our bone strong and healthy so that if you fall from bicycle or from scooter, your bones should not get broken. Let's move. Food that keeps our bones strong, that are milk, cheese, yogurt. When you eat this food,
you become strong, and even your bones become strong, so that if you fall down from your bicycle or your scooter, your bones won't break. Now, let us study for the second organ, that is muscles. Hey, yes, muscles. Now, this is the second organ which is soft. First our organ was hard to touch. Now, second organ is soft to touch. For example, touch your cheeks. If your cheeks are soft, means your cheek is having muscles inside it. And if you touch your hand, that is hard to touch. Means the bones are present inside it. Yes or no? Yes. Now, muscles. See, your hand part is having many muscles in it. If you touch this part where the arrow is shown, red color arrow, if you touch that part of your hand, that part is soft to touch. Means that part is having muscle inside it. Yes. Now, the next point for muscle is what? Muscle cover all the bones of your body. Now see, bone of our body are covered by muscles. Like first, bones are there and on that muscles are there. How you wear clothes on your body to protect your body. Same way, on your bones there are muscles. So your muscle protect your bones, and your muscles are protected by your skin. So first there is a bone. On that there is a muscles, and on muscles there is a skin, which is the fifth sensory organs. Yes. Now let's move to the next point, that is muscles. Now, as we know, there are 206 bones in human body. So, how many muscles are there in the human body? In human body, there are 600 muscles. Means more than 600. Means not only till 600. 600 से भी ज़्यादा. Means more than 600. Means 615 also, 620 भी हो सकता है. There are many muscles. Like bone, there are 206. But muscle is more than 600. Okay. Now, to keep our muscles strong, what we should eat? To keep our muscles strong, we should eat meat, then you should eat pulses, and you should eat egg. These are the things from which you get protein and which protects your muscles and make your muscles strong. How bones are getting strong? By eating milk, cheese and yogurt. Same way, muscle is getting strong by eating meat, pulses and egg. Okay. Now, when moving towards next slide, I must ask you one question. When you and your friends meet, you do mischief, you do mastis. Yes, you do. Same way, when bone and muscles meet, they do activities. Activities like skipping, cycling, kicking and swimming. These are the activities which to do you need your muscles and your bones to work together. Then only they will perform this kind of activity. Okay? Okay. To keep our body strong, we should do what? We should do regular exercise and regular yogas. If you do regular exercise and regular yoga, that keeps your body fit and fine, and even that keeps your brain good. Okay, now the next topic we are studying, that is posture. Posture. Now, what do you mean by posture? Now, this is my first question to you, that what is posture? Position, I'll tell you the answer. Position of our body while sitting, standing or moving is known as posture. Means when you walk, when you sit, when you run or when you stand, you should have a proper posture to do this. Otherwise, what happens? You get a pain in your body. One person, now let's go in another way. Good posture makes your mind and body healthy. One person sitting or standing in a good posture makes the mind and body fit. That means you are getting a healthy body or a healthy mind when you follow a proper posture. If you don't sit or stand in a good posture, you may get some serious problems. Some serious problems that are common problems which you can get if you don't sit properly or you don't stand properly. So what happens? If you don't sit properly, you get back pain, then you get neck pain, then you get headache, and then you get fatigueness. Fatigueness means you get tired. आप बहुत जल्दी थक जाते हो. When you say, understood what is mean by fatigueness? Okay. Now, today I'll explain you how to sit or to stand or to walk properly. So today I'll discuss the postures of sitting, standing and walking. Now let's move to our first posture, that is sitting posture. Our first posture is sitting posture. How you should sit straight? First of all, you should sit on a chair and you should sit straight. Your back should get attached to the chair backside and it should be straight in a single line. That avoids your back pain. See the girl sitting on the second position, she is sitting straight, means her sitting posture is proper. She is sitting properly. But if she is not sitting properly, what happens? She gets back pain. And once if you sit straight, that release or remove your back pain. Now, next move towards the second posture. Our second posture is standing posture. While standing, how you should stand? While standing, you must stand straight. Means your back should be at the straight position. Then the next, you should be cheek. Your cheek should be up. Means your face should be up. It should not go too down. It should not go too up. It should be in the straight position. Then next, your chest. Your chest should be out. Your chins should be up.
Should not be down, it should be up. Then your legs should be joined together. Your feet should get joined together. If you stand in this posture, you can stand longer without any pain. If you stand straight, you will not get any kind of pain in your body and you can stand for long time. Now, the next posture we are going to study, that is third and the last posture, is walking posture. While walking, how you should walk. While walking, good posture is simply an extension. While walking, you should walk smartly with your head up. First of all, while walking, your head should be up. Then next, your shoulder should be back. Your shoulder should be back. Your head should be up. And your chest should be out. And your eyes should look straight while walking. So this was the thing which I explained you for the postures. Now, today I'll teach you some of your personal safety. Now, what does a personal safety means? Personal safety means to protect yourself from some bad person. That is your personal safety. Now, in personal safety, there are two things: good touch and bad touch. Some are the touches which feels you good, but some are the touches which feels you bad. So let's talk about them. For example, we will start with the good touch. Good touch makes you feel safe and loved. Means whenever your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather touches you, kisses you or hugs you, you feel safe and secure. But if someone is touching you very badly and that touch does not make you feel safe or does not make you feel good, you are insecure. Insecure means you are not secured in that feeling. So that is a bad touch. Now, let's see what type of good touch are there and what type of bad touch are there. Okay. For example, good touch. Good touch is a touch which is given by your parents. Parents give you touch, that is good touch. For example, hugs, kisses, that all are good touch which you get from your parents. Even your friend holding your hand, that is also a good touch. Doctor, when you go for a doctor and doctor examines you or doctor touches you, that is also a good and a safe touch. But let's talk about the bad touch. What are the bad touch? If someone is hitting you, kicking you, squeezing you or pinching you, these are all bad touches. You should immediately say no to these touches. Immediately you should shout no. And if someone is touching you or hugging you without your permission or without asking you, even that is also a bad touch. Understood? Now, let us see what are the types of bad touches. First comes the hug. Hug. If that hug is given from your mother, father or your family members, that is a good touch. Even your friend is hugging you, that is a good hug. But if someone is hugging you for a bad purpose, or that person has not asked you for hugging, and if he hugs you or she hugs you, then that is a bad touch. Immediately say no. Shout no. Now, when you will shout no, if someone is touching you on your private parts, for example, when you take bath and the parts of your body which is covered, that is known as private parts. If that part someone is touching, so immediately you should shout no, and you should come at your home and you should tell the things to your parents. Immediately tell your bad touch to your parents. You should never hide your bad touch with your parents. If some person is touching you badly or touching your private parts, immediately you should come and tell to your parents. Now, next, gifts. If someone is giving you gift and taking you along with them, you should never go. The gift is given by your parents, your family, your relatives, and your friends, should be accepted by you. But the person which is not familiar to you, or you don't know that person, you should never accept the gift from them, because they can take you along with them to you, and they can do bad touches with you. So never accept the gift from strangers. Next, no secret rules. If some of you are getting touched by the bad touches, or you are not feeling safe when someone touches you, you should share that things with your parents immediately. Do not get scared. Allow or tell your parents to trust you and to listen you. And if that person is doing bad with you, come immediately home and tell to your parents that this uncle is a bad uncle or a bad auntie. Okay? They will surely help you. They are your parents, they will surely help you. They won't say no to it. Okay? So, today we have learned about many things. Today we learned for bones, then we learned about muscles, then we learned about postures, and then we learned about personal safety. In personal safety, we studied about two things: good touch and bad touch. Please tell your good touch and bad touch to your parents. If anyone is being bad to you, tell them, I'll tell your name to my parents. Okay? That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video.
Now, let us meet in the next video with new topics. Till that time, bye bye. Stay home, stay safe.